Hey there everybody, and welcome to the World Series of Ned Rig. So this is going to be a series where I'm going to kind of make a tournament of a bunch of different Ned Rig style baits. I'm just going to use ZMan products for this test just to keep everything kind of consistent. And they're going to face off 1v1 in a single elimination tournament. So each video is going to have the same format. I'm going to use one bait, put it on the clock for an hour, and see how many inches of fish it catches. And all species are going to count for this competition. And then after an hour, timer is going to go off. We're going to switch baits, give the next one an hour, and at the end, whoever catches the most inches of fish will be the winner. During the series, every bait will be fished on the same jig. I'm just going to use a 1/15th ounce ZMan Shrooms jig head just to keep things consistent. I know sometimes some of the baits will work a little better on different jig heads, but for the sake of consistency, we're just going to use the same jig head for each bait. And also each bait is going to be the green pumpkin color, again, just for consistency's sake. I want to come out right now and say that this is just for fun. I'm not trying to say which is the best bait by any means. Every bait's going to have its own conditions that it works best in, and some of the conditions I'm going to end up fishing in this series aren't going to be ideal for the bait and kind of even for Ned rigs in general, but it's just for fun, and we're just going to kind of have fun with it here. Well, that out of the way, first round matchup is going to be the classic ZMan TRD here, like I said, green pumpkin, and it's going to face off against the Big TRD. Now, as I was saying, it'd probably be a little bit better to fish this on a little bit bigger hook, but for consistency's sake, we're just going to keep it on the 1/15th ounce Shrooms. Also during this series, I'm going to be fishing the same lake for every single video. It's a lake I'm really familiar with, so I feel like I can fish kind of equally productive water for both baits. I know, again, sometimes one bait will get fished in an area that is holding more fish than the other. But again, like I said earlier, it's just for fun. With that out of the way, let's get out on the water and put these things to the test. Okay, Google. Give me a timer for 1 hour, please.
Okay, 1 hour. And we're starting now.
All right, we're going underway. Let's get fishing. See if they're up there shallow. Yep, they are. Oh, I lost it trying to grab my net. I got stuck. Shoot. Oh. That's a big old bummer. There's another one. Trying to get them away from this dock. See, that's the problem, is they're pulling me into this dock. There we go. All right. Redeem myself there. We'll call him 13 inches. So one down, 13 inches. We'll get him back. All right. Green pumpkin kind of reminds me of like a Tootsie Roll, but for bass. That one agrees. Ooh, that's shaking its head like not a bass. Oh, it is a bass. This thing is fighting so hard, but I know I saw it. It's not that big. It's just buried in the weeds. All right, we got him in. Man, that guy fought hard. All right, so first one is 13. This guy, let's get his mouth closed. We'll call him 16. So we got a 13, we got a 16. We're at 29 inches for 2 fish. That's not bad. So we're gonna let this guy go. Good looking fish. Haven't caught one off the end of a dock yet. That doesn't mean they're not there. All right, there's a rock bass. It would be a matter of time before I caught one of these guys. We'll call him 8 inches exactly. I'm gonna count that rock bass just the same as I would a largemouth. And I know that may kind of draw some controversy, but Ned rigs for catching fish, not just for catching bass. So they're gonna count. Take it. There's another rock bass down there just pestering the bait. There it goes. Oh! Not a rock bass. Largemouth. Okay. Thought it was just by the way that it was playing with the bait, I thought it was a rock bass. But it was a largemouth. 11 3/4. So we'll let him go. Come on, get up here. Oh, my net was upside down. All right, well that's not how you want to do it, but all right, got another bass there. Got 12 minutes left, so that was pretty clutch. And he is, come on, straighten out. We'll say 13.75. 13.75. There he is. Oh. All right, little guy, a couple minutes left. Let's get him on the board real quick. Mouth closed. We'll call him 10.75, 10.75 inches. Yep. All right, that's time. That's an hour. TRD is the regular TRD is done. All right, try to preserve fairness as much as possible. I'm going to use the same hook. I'm just going to take the regular TRD off, throw the big TRD on, and go from there. Okay, Google, give me a timer for an hour, please. And got one hooked here. I haven't even seen it. It feels somewhat small. All right. Chill, bud. All right, big TRD. Not necessarily only a big fish bait. 11.75. 11.75 inches. And we're on the board here. Bloop. I just think I can pull one off the stock. Or pontoon, or this general vicinity. One of those areas that's just too good not to have fish. There's a point right here. It drops off probably one of the deepest points of the lake out there. So, and there's really not really any other docks around. So logic would dictate that this should be holding fish. Now, given this point of the night, they're not really hiding from the sun quite so much. They might have moved off it. But that's what we're trying to figure out here. Oh, there's a bite. Take it. Yep. That is a dink, whatever. It looks like a rocky. Nope, just a little largemouth. But hey, second fish. I knew there was one over here. Hooked him through the lip, which is, or the tongue. A little different. There we go. Measure him. Get your mouth shut, bud. We'll call him 10 and a half inches. There he goes. There's one, if I can get him in. Oh, come on. Sometimes you kind of just abandon the net. All right, there's a decent one. That was a disaster. As far as landing him trying to land him goes. But got a fish in the boat, so that counts. There you go, decent one. Best one I've caught so far with the Big TRD. Get a measurement on him, lips together. 14 and a half. 14 and a half, we'll call him. Fish! That's a bummer. Somehow that's just unlucky. The line got tied around that tail. It gave the fish some weird leverage. He was able to throw it. I've never seen that happen before. At least to me. Man, that's a bummer. That looked decent too. Man, I would 100% expect there to be fish over here, just because this is one of the only sections of the lake that has any sort of rock on the shoreline, and it's different. And this lake has a lot of just sameness. It's pretty shallow throughout the entire lake. There's just not a whole lot of variety. But now we got rock. Running right at me. All right, got him. Just as I was saying, I would expect there to be a fish up there because there's rock, there's these weed things. Not weeds, grass, cattails, that's the word I'm looking for. And sure enough, there was a fish sitting right up there. Boom, got another one on the Big TRD. Let's measure him. We will call him, get your mouth shut, bud. Oh, 13 and a quarter incher. Boom. Same rules apply. If I've got one hooked when the timer's going off, I'll count it. If I can land it, that is. You're small enough, I can just pull you in. Boom, little guy. 11 and a half, we'll call him. All right, that's it. Now, I didn't really keep track of length on that one, or I didn't really keep track very well on the regular TRD either. So I'm gonna go home, kind of rewatch the video, add everything up, and we'll talk about things then. All right, so now that I'm home, I rewatched the video, added up all the lengths of the fish, and today's winner is gonna be the original TRD. Again, green pumpkin color. It ended up winning here with a total of 73¼ inches over the Big TRD, which came in at 61½. It's really a great showing for each bait. To catch 73 inches in just an hour is pretty good. So stay tuned. We're going to have the next matchup coming very soon. And remember, it's fish o'clock somewhere.